In June 2023, former intelligence officer David Grusch testified under oath before Congress that the United States government possesses materials recovered from craft of non-human origin and has for decades. Grusch didn't claim first-hand access to these materials. He testified that multiple officials with direct knowledge briefed him, and that the Intelligence Community Inspector General deemed his allegations credible and urgent. Meaningful context, but Tier 2 evidence, a credible person relaying what others told him, not direct eyewitness testimony. The distinction matters. Even so, what Grusch outlined was exactly the kind of compartmentalized crash retrieval operation that, if real, would explain why the Arizona UFO crash at Kingman produces no official paper trail, siloed task assignments, mandatory NDAs, deliberate information fragmentation, so no single participant understands the full picture. Detail for detail, that describes what Stansel reported experiencing in 1953. Compartmentalization at that scale isn't speculative. The Manhattan Project employed over 100,000 people, the vast majority completely unaware they were building an atomic weapon. That secrecy architecture was standard procedure during the Cold War. The question has never been whether the government could hide a crash retrieval program. The question is whether it did. The legislative angle complicates things further. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer introduced the UAP Disclosure Act with language explicitly referencing non-Earth origin or exotic UAP material and proposing an independent review board to declassify government-held records. Key provisions were stripped before final passage, raising its own questions about who opposed transparency and why, but the bill's own text presumes recovered materials exist. A sitting majority leader doesn't draft legislation to declassify things that aren't there. That's the argument anyway. Skeptics counter, reasonably, that political engagement with UFOs doesn't constitute evidence of retrieval programs. The post-2017 UAP wave generated enormous public pressure. Politicians respond to headlines. Legislation can be aspirational without being evidentiary. Subscribe for more. Also, our full video on this is now live. Link in the description below.